Hey, good morning, everybody. Am I audible? Am I audible for everyone?
Yes, audible, Kiran.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
great. Yeah. So, yeah, let me introduce myself as Mr. Kiran Kumar. Somebody please be on mute. So if you're not speaking, you can please be on mute. If you want to speak, you can always speak at any point in time. Okay. Yeah, good morning, everybody. Let me introduce myself as Mr. Kiran Kumar. I do have a overall of 16 years of experience into IT. And when it comes to cybersecurity, SOC, as well as in Splunk, I do have more than 7 years of experience, right? So, and I do have certifications including Splunk Power User, okay, and Splunk Security Admin, as well as AWS. And I'm also working as a senior technical consultant in one of the MNCs in Hyderabad, right? So this is in short about me. And let me switch on my camera as well. Sorry for that, I have not done that. Okay. And you can also switch on your camera if it is feasible for you. Yeah. So that I can also see you. Right. So, and again, as you all know that this program is for SOC analysts along with Splunk Enterprise Security, right? So whoever have pinged me or whoever have given your response in Instagram or in Facebook, I have sent you the particular course brochure as well with all the details, right? And again, this program will be running on weekdays, and the course duration for this particular program is 3 months. And the course will be running at 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. every day, right? And there will be no class on weekends. Only on weekdays we'll be having the class. So this is the agenda of the program, right? Hope this is clear for everyone. Okay. So, and again, when it comes to the course contents, so I'll be teaching right from the scratch, that is from networking. Okay. And again, I'll be teaching cybersecurity concepts, SOC analyst processes, and Splunk enterprise security as well. And whenever I say networking, I will be teaching right from firewall. What is a firewall? What is an organization network? In depth of port numbers, in depth of IP addresses. Okay, so tools like Wireshark, and again tools like Nmap. Okay, all these things we'll be discussing in the networking part. And again, when it comes to cybersecurity, we'll be discussing about CA traits. I'll be clearly discussing about the course contents as well. Okay, so day-to-day course contents, whatever we will be discussing in the particular course, I'll be walking you through that particular thing. But let me give a brief. Okay, so CA traits I'll be specifying. Okay, confidentiality, integrity, and availability will be saying. And again, I will be specifying about the particular um, cybersecurity kill chain. Okay, defense in-depth approach I'll be discussing about. Okay, and again, OWASP rules, various kinds of attacks. Whenever I say attacks, all kinds of spoofing attacks, tunneling attacks, okay, brute force attacks, each and everything. Okay, in detail, I'll be discussing, and even Splunk Enterprise Security as well. Okay, so right from installation, I'll be specifying, and in this course also, I'll be specifying the basic components of the Splunk. Even though this is not an Splunk administration course, I'll be specifying the basic components like forwarders, indexers, and such shit, because we should be having a basic idea, okay, how Splunk will be working and what is the architecture of the Splunk. So anyhow, advanced concepts just like index cluster, such cluster, all the cluster concepts or deployment server deployer, this kind of advanced concepts are there. We are not going to discuss that particular administration part. I'll be taking as a separate course as well. Splunk administration, advanced clustering, and development. I'll be taking a separate course. So those things in this course will not be covered. Okay. And again, in Splunk especially, we'll be seeing various kinds of log analysis we'll be doing, especially firewall logs. Whenever I say firewall logs, again, we'll be doing Palo Alto firewall logs analysis, Fortinet firewall logs analysis, IDS, IPS, and whenever I say IDS, surrogated logs we'll be analyzing. Okay. And incident handling we'll be seeing. We'll be creating various alerts. We'll be creating various security dashboards, okay, with various use cases. For each and everything what I'm specifying, we'll be seeing through use cases itself. Okay, so that is the particular stuff we will be doing. And again, threat hunting. Okay, so all those things. So whatever I mentioned in the particular course contents as you have received. Okay, and again we will be going through that one. Okay, so all those particular stuff I'll be specifying in detail. Okay, so that is the particular stuff. That's why the course duration is also for 3 months. Okay, so that is the agenda of the program. So hope this is clear for everyone. So any doubts at this particular point in time for anyone?
Yeah, hi Kiran, this is Ranjit.
Yes, please. Yes. Yes,
So,
Kumar.
what would be the times?
Timings will be from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Kumar.
Sorry, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m.
9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Yeah, IST.
Okay,
9 p.m. to 10 p.m. IST. Yeah.
okay.
So because I'm also a working professional, so only two timings will be feasible for me. One is at 7 to 8 p.m. Other is at 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. So one class I'll be taking for Splunk administration, one class for SOC analyst. So that is my curriculum actually. So if I have to start next batch, so if the batch is completed, one of the batches is completed, then I'll be taking the other one. It's great to see you, Asuk. Yeah, thanks for joining. And even remaining people also, you can always switch on your camera as well so that I can always see you. Right? Yeah.
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 Hi,
Ashok
Kiran
also
and
switch on his
Kiran.
camera. Yeah, yes, please. Yes. Yes, Janardhan. Yeah.
Actually, you said that you shared the course content through which media you shared, or in WhatsApp or?
No. So if you have applied through Instagram or Facebook, I have shared you. Otherwise,
Okay.
if you are coming from any reference like that, I would have
No,
not
no.
known and I would have not shown. So no issues. Once after
WhatsApp.
class is completed,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
once after class is completed, I'll be sharing you. Okay. Or else in the same class itself, I'll be specifying each and everything, right? So that I will
Yeah.
be walking you through. Okay. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
yeah. Yeah. So any more questions for anybody? And no issues. I'll be giving a chance for you to speak as well, so that at that particular point in time also you can always ask me questions. See, at any particular point in time, okay, there is no restriction as such. Okay, I won't say that only at the end of the class you have to ask questions. At any throughout the course, at any particular point in time, okay, you can always ask me questions. You can always interrupt me. Okay, you can always ask me questions. I don't bother, because I know very well that especially whenever we have classes, right? So if you are stuck somewhere else, you cannot concentrate for the remaining thing, right? So that is the particular stuff. And again, today is the first demo class. Okay. So similarly, I'll be providing two demo classes. Okay. Class 2 and class 3 as well. So the class 2 will be on Monday at 9 p.m. Okay. And similarly on Tuesday, again with the same link, we'll be having the class. Okay. So for these first 3 days, we'll be having with the same link. Okay. And from fourth class onwards, I'll be changing the link. Okay. So that is the thing. And now, so yeah, as we have discussed about the course curriculum, what I'm going to teach in this particular course. Okay. So, and again, if it comes to job market, because most of the people have asked me about what are the kinds of jobs we'll be having and what is the salary we'll be having. Okay. So SOC analyst has got a good opportunity nowadays. Okay. So even now also in this particular recession kind of thing where more companies are removing the employees, right? So even this time as well, we are having so many calls in a week. If I see, I'll be having almost all 4 to 5 calls in a week. Okay. So that is the particular thing. So, and especially even for Splunk administration. Okay. So rather than for Splunk administration, for SOC analyst, we do have more calls. I can always say. Okay. So, and nowadays, right? So even for Splunk administration also, they are asking for Splunk enterprise security. Okay. Some Splunk administration itself is not survived for the candidates and all. If they only know any one of the things, it is not, the candidates cannot survive. Okay. They should know about Splunk enterprise security as well and Splunk administration as well. Like that, the scenario exists right now in the market. Okay. So for SOC analysts and Splunk enterprise security, we do have a lot of calls. No need to worry. Okay. And when it comes to salaries especially, so you will be having for 2 to 3 years experience, you can always expect 9 to 12 lakhs per annum salary. Okay. So and based on your previous salary also it counts. Okay. Don't think that if you are a simply if you are a fresher like kind of stuff, okay, you can get 9 lakhs, 10 lakhs like that. It is not the case. It is not like the case in the COVID times. So nowadays, everything they are seeing, okay, so maximum 50% hike you will be getting. Okay, so that is the particular stuff. So I'll be speaking all the real things itself. Okay, I won't be exaggerating anything. That is the stuff. And again, if you are 5 years experience like that, you can always expect up more than 15 lakhs per annum salary. Okay, definitely. Okay, and as I have told you, okay, so if your previous salary is more, based on that, you can always expect from 40 to 50% hike again. Okay, so that is the particular stuff. And there is no constraint for the salary. Okay, so because so whenever you consider, okay, along with Splunk, along with SOC analyst, right? If you know these kind of tools, Splunk tool, right? Splunk itself is a licensed tool, and if you know the license of Splunk, right? So Splunk will be having per day license. Okay, Splunk license is not based on number of users, but based on the data that you ingest. So per day, if you ingest a maximum of 1 GB, okay, so on a year you have to pay $1,800 per 1 GB per a particular year. You have to pay $1,800. Okay, see, now we can always calculate. So minimum, okay, so if it is a normal environment as well, okay, so they'll be having 4 to 5 TB of daily ingestion. If it is big environment, again they'll be having some 25 to 30 TB of daily ingestion. So now you can always calculate what is the scope of the particular Splunk, what is the licensing cost and all. Okay, so when compared to licensing costs, your salary is very negligible. Okay, so you should be good at Splunk. So it is a big challenge for the organizations as well, actually. Okay, where so they are finding very difficult to hire people. So if you are good at SOC analysts and if you are good at Splunk enterprise security, so it is very much sufficient. Okay, so you can always expect easily some 45 to 50% hike and all. Okay, so that is what is salary is not a constraint. So some people will be asking me, my previous salary is already 25 lakhs per annum. My previous salary is already 30 lakhs per annum. So can I get more salary rather than that one? Yes, definitely, because salary is not a constraint because of the reason what I have specified right now. Okay, so that is the particular stuff. Okay, so you need not worry about the salary. And when it comes to prerequisites, especially, okay, so there are no prerequisites for SOC analysts or even for Splunk as well. Okay, so right from the scratch, I will be specifying, and also there is no coding as such. Okay, there are no prerequisites. Even from students non-technical background also, they can easily survive. So many students of mine, okay, so are working even from non-technical backgrounds. Even they have worked as even some pharmacists as well. Okay, so, and for your information, this is my 36th batch. I'm teaching from 2020 onwards. Okay, late 2020 onwards, I'm teaching. Okay, I'm into cybersecurity and into Splunk, and I'm teaching. Okay, so many students exist for me as well who are already working. Okay, so based on that, I'm providing my inputs. So that is the particular stuff. So you should be good at Splunk. That's what I'm saying. And the learning curve, right? So definitely will be more, especially for Splunk. Okay, whenever I say Splunk enterprise security, or even for SOC analysts as well, I will be specifying all the particular things, in-depth concepts I'll be providing. So yes, I'll be providing. Yes, I'll be providing. Yeah, don't worry. Okay. So first of all, let me put the things whatever most of the people has asked me. Okay, whenever they have interacted, so that it will be useful for you, and then I'll be providing. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay, so that is the thing. And again, so this is the particular stuff. Okay, so whatever the what we are discussing, so there are no prerequisites actually. Okay, so that is the particular stuff. So SOC analyst, if you have to specify, it is the security operations center. See, for every organization, so they have to maintain security. Okay, so it is a mandatory nowadays. So even though they do have everything's in place, okay, but they have to have a particular security in place. And for that particular security, right, they have to implement various kinds of hardware devices, just like your firewall. Okay, you might be knowing about firewall. In your system itself, will be having a firewall. Okay, so like that. So organization will be having several levels of firewalls, just like perimeter firewalls, internal firewalls, like that. So they have to maintain security like that. Okay, and they have to restrict the traffic, whatever the incoming traffic is there. If there is any malicious traffic, if the particular people, SOC analysts will be saying, okay, so they have to restrict the particular traffic, then only their environment will be secured. Okay, these kind of operations they have to do. So that's why they have to maintain a security operation center in their organization. Okay, so that is what people will be asking me. Okay, so people will be asking me, so what is the difference between penetration testing and what is the difference between SOC analysts? Okay, so for a SOC analyst, more jobs will be there, more opportunities will be there, because every organization will be requiring this particular kind of stuff. Okay, so they have to maintain a security operation center, whereas the penetration testing or big bounty, this kind of offensive techniques we call them as, whereas SOC analyst is a defensive technique. Okay, so these kind of defensive techniques are very much required, and naturally more number of jobs are also there. Okay, your career growth will also be very high, okay, when compared to this particular penetration testing and all. So if you ask me to show SOC analysts, I can show hundreds of SOC analysts, but penetration testers and all, so very hardly will be finding, because very much expertise is required, coding knowledge is required, so various factors influence. Okay, so that is the particular stuff. Okay, so and especially apart from the physical security, whatever I have specified right now, whatever the particular firewalls, whatever the particular IDS, IPS, okay, your WAF, okay, apart from this stuff, so continuous monitoring should also be there. That's why the tools like Splunk exist nowadays. Okay, so because see, SOC analyst, he might be missing something, right? He can't be continuously analyzing the traffic. Okay, he might be missing something if you forget to write a rule where a malicious kind of traffic is coming in. Okay, again, it's a threat to the organization, right? So that's why if you can employ this kind of Splunk tools and all, it's a great advantage for the organization, I could always say, because automatically it will be analyzing. So as a Splunk analyst, what you'll be doing, you will be generating various kinds of alerts automatically. Okay, so that if you can send to the particular team in terms of alerts, or if you integrate them with ServiceNow, okay, and if you can send it to the particular team, automatically alerts will be generated, right? For example, say in a span of 2 minutes from a particular IP address, if you are getting some 1,000 requests, naturally it is a threat, right? You have to suspect that one naturally, because generally from any particular end user, you won't be getting in a span of 2 minutes 1,000 requests, okay, from a particular IP address you won't be getting. Okay, so that particular thing create an alert. So and if you send it as an email to the particular team from which server you are getting that one, okay, from application server you are getting. Okay, so from a particular application server, so you are from a particular IP address. Okay, so 1,000 login requests are getting into your particular Splunk interface. That means naturally you have to suspect it as a brute force attack only. So you have to send it to the particular team as a alert, so that they will be alerting, okay, and they can always check that particular physical thing. Okay, so from that is a malicious server, or that is a general request, like that they can always dig into the particular problem, and they can always triage the particular incident as well. Okay, so that is the particular stuff. So that is the actual use of the SOC analyst, and especially whenever we do have the Splunk thing into place. Okay, so that is what we can always specify. Okay, so is it clear till here for everybody? Okay, so before continuing, let me I want to showcase the particular things as well. What are the course contents that we'll be discussing in the course? But before that one, right? So you can always introduce yourself. Okay, so that just a 1 minute introduction, so that I can know about your previous experience, and also about your and whether you have experience into SOC analyst or not, or you are a novice person. So where you will be coming afresh and all. Okay, so please introduce yourself. Okay, starting with Ajay. Ajay, you can always introduce yourself. Just a 1 minute introduction about yourself.
Yeah, hi Kiran, myself Ajay. I have
Yeah.
4 years of experience in non-IT in email grading. I'll be working in
Okay.
non-IT.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Ajay. So yeah. So yeah. Actually, even though you are working in non-IT.
yeah, but I have taken reference from Pawan. Already he's joined, I think 2 months
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. 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 Yes. Yes. Yes.
Same thing.
Great, great. Yeah, great, Ajay. Great. So, yeah. So yeah, you can be on mute. Okay. So yeah, that's great, Ajay. So even though you are from non-IT, okay, no need.
But it is related
So
to
you can be on
cyber
mute.
security, email grading, but
What is
non-technical.
that?
It is related to
Yeah,
cyber
yeah, yeah.
security.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, I got it. I got it. Yeah. Yes. So yeah, even though you are yeah, okay, you are non-technical in the same cybersecurity field, you are saying that you are working. You can be on mute, please. So in the same cybersecurity field, you are saying that you can be on mute, Ajay. You can be on mute.
Yeah.
So in the same cybersecurity field, okay, so you are working as a in a non-technical field as well. Okay, so no issues, Ajay. So here, right from the scratch, I'll be specifying. Okay, that's what my course curriculum includes. Okay, so right from networking as well. So networking, cybersecurity concepts, SOC analyst concepts, and Splunk enterprise security. Okay, so the first half, whatever the 3 months course is there, the first half I'll be concentrating on networking and cybersecurity parts. Then only we'll be going into the Splunk enterprise security, and whatever we discuss, right? Whatever the we discuss about the cybersecurity or the networking things, we'll be exactly implementing the same things in the Splunk enterprise security as well. Okay, so in that
Yeah.
way, you can always you will be accustomed to use even Splunk enterprise security as well, and you can always gain knowledge. Okay, so no need to panic. So you can easily understand. No prerequisites are required. Okay, so and you can always gain knowledge, and you can shift your job as well into SOC analyst. Okay, so
Yeah.
thanks, Ajay. Thanks for joining. Yeah, Azinkia. Azinkia, are you there, Azinkia? Okay, Andy. Andy, Andy, are you there? If you are speaking, you are on mute.
Hi, my name is Andanaya. Yeah, that is Andy only. Having
Okay,
12 years of experience as a ETL developer,
great,
so
great.
looking for how it will be helpful to switch
Yeah.
the
So yes, you are into which domain actually, Andy?
ETL
Do you have
development.
two
Like
others?
I've been issue ETL developer.
ETL developer. Okay, right. So even
Data
yeah. So Andy, great to hear that. You have already 12 years of experience. So even for you as well. See, if you are working in infrastructure or even as a even as a security even as a network analyst or system administrator for all these particular domains, right? Even if you the most relevant career for you is the SOC analyst or the security analyst, where you can always shift your job into particular SOC analyst or Splunk analyst kind of roles. Okay, threat hunter or even yeah, so incident manager, all this kind of stuff you can always move. So it will be definitely, and it is most relevant for you as well. So if you do have expertise into this particular one, not only you can always shift your role where you do have a long career as well. So especially nowadays, mid-career people are facing so much of problems because of they do not know how to how to grow their career as well and how to sustain their career. Okay, so if you can shift into this particular area, okay, so you can always easily sustain, and also your salary will be increases multiple folds, that I can always say. Okay, so because even after 5 years or even after 10 years, okay, this particular security, whatever the cyber security we are dealing with, okay, so it won't be fading, and we'll be having so a lot of scope. Okay, so that's what I can always say. So definitely it will be useful. So
Okay, and
and especially tools like
is these
Splunk.
roles required some, is these
What is that?
roles
Mm.
yeah, these roles need a or should be worked in shifts like night shift and all, right?
And
So that
of course, some see it depends on the project, Andy. So not all the particular thing we cannot say that definitely will be having only shifts. Okay, based on the
because these are
project. Okay,
related
if
to
it is
security, right? So
yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
just
So
require
naturally, yes,
some.
correct. So so it will be most of the times you will be having shifts, and especially right whenever you say that okay, so for organizations where they deal with big projects and all, definitely will be having shifts. But otherwise, right, for experienced people and all, so already you would have 12 years of experience. So if you join you should be joining as a team lead as well as a manager. Otherwise, so then in that case you won't be having shifts. Okay, so or else if you join as a Splunk, so whenever you join as a SOC developer, okay, SOC analyst, then we'll be having shifts for the maximum. Otherwise, if you join as a Splunk developer like that, okay, then you won't be having shifts. Okay, so like that, based on the project and based on the role, we can always say that we'll be having shifts and all, right? That is the particular stuff. We cannot completely say that definitely we'll be having the shifts, or else you won't be having the shifts based on the nature of the project. Okay, so 24/7 definitely they'll be dealing, but based on your expertise and your experience, sometimes some consideration will be there. And especially whenever you are a Splunk developer kind of stuff, definitely you won't be having shifts. Okay, that is the particular stuff. Yeah, so that is the thing. And yeah, so Ashok. Next, Ashok.
Hi, sir.
Hi, Ashok.
Sir, yeah, actually,
Yeah, I know about you. Yeah. So you are completely into non-IT. Okay. So and you are
non-IT. So from
yeah,
last 16 years,
yeah.
I did
Yes.
different organizations. I mean, like colleges, different colleges, but
Okay.
there is no growth. From
Yes.
personally, there is no growth. I want to
Right.
learn more for different.
Right.
That's why I joined this.
Understood.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Understood,
I want to
Ashok.
join.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
definitely, Ashok. So you need not think that you are from completely non-technical background, because as I told already, so everybody can learn and everybody can master. And as I have quoted already, so even pharmacists as well, they have learned and they are working in various organizations just like Capgemini and all. Okay, and they are easily surviving organizations as well. So it is nothing rocket science over here. So you can always learn. Okay, and you can always change your complete career as well into SOC analyst also. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
how to do that
Okay,
one,
sir.
because you do have a long non-IT career and all, how to do that one we'll be discussing later. Okay, but definitely you can always shift your career. Okay, so
Okay.
thanks for
Yes,
joining,
sir.
Ashok.
Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
and yeah, thank you. So Balram Erote.
Hello.
Yes, Balram.
Yes, Kiran. Good morning. I have
Good
10 plus
morning.
years of experience on networking, and right now I am working on last 3 years science logic. It's a new tool I am
Great.
working right now.
Right.
I need to
In
learn.
TCS, you do have science logic and all. Yeah, correct. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
in
hope that you are
TCC.
working in TCS. Yeah.
Yes. It's a new tool.
Yeah.
This is also monitoring
Yeah.
tool, but it is somewhat different
Correct.
from
Yeah.
Splunk.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, Balram. So, yeah, so good to see that more experienced people are coming to my course. Okay, so yeah, that's very nice. So to see
But
you
your
all.
timings is
So
not apply for me, I think so. You are saying that 9 p.m. My shift is prime shift.
yeah,
Nine.
but so this batch, right? Especially,
Hmm.
I do have that is the only slot that is available for me, 9 p.m. Or else let us see. Okay, so or else if at all, let us see if at all 7 p.m. timing is feasible. Let us see. For me also, I cannot say that I'll be available at 7 p.m. because whenever I come from office, right, it almost
If
crosses
any
8.
batch
Okay, so
morning time 9 or 8 p.m. it will be, then it will be good for me. Let's see.
okay, this batch I do have only this slot, Balram. So
Hmm.
if you have to wait for another 2 months, okay, if it has to,
Yeah.
if you have to take another batch in the morning, okay, so one batch is running, Splunk admin batch is running, so that has to be completed, and then only I can always take another batch. Okay,
And one
so
more
that is
thing,
the
I
particular
have
stuff.
one query.
Mm,
What this is
mm.
the Splunk Enterprise Security and SOC is both are different, or in one both are connecting each
Yeah.
other, right? Exactly.
Yeah, it is connected. Both are connected. So Splunk Enterprise Security is the tool where we'll be using. So as a SOC analyst, as I have specified earlier, so you will
Hmm.
be doing all the particular manual processes, okay, where in order to block a particular port number on a firewall, in order to block a particular IP address on a particular thing, okay, or else in order to mitigate triaging the particular incident, okay, in order to creating a particular in SOC, what we can do, we can in Splunk we can always
Yes.
automate particular process, okay, where automatically we'll be getting logs, right? Automatically we'll be getting the security. For example, firewall device is there. So if at all your organization is involved in getting logs from Palo Alto firewall,
Yeah,
okay.
we have in
So
our
or else
infra,
from
as you said, Palo Alto firewall is there. As
yes,
you
most
said,
of the organizations will be having Palo Alto as the famous device. Okay, so where
yes,
we'll be having the things. So what we'll be having continuous log monitoring for that particular stuff. Okay,
yes,
so you can what you can do as a you can automate the process. Automation in the sense you can always create an alert. So whatever I have specified right now. So if you can block, okay, so you can always specify to the particular team itself. You are getting so many requests, okay, or else a particular DOS attack is being happened. So many from different countries. Okay, from different. If your business is expanded to different countries and all, what you can specify from different organizations, you are getting the particular request, which doesn't usually happen. For example, say your organization is dealing with particular Indian people only. For example, say consider Amazon.in, where most people can connect. Okay, so Amazon.in will be having the particular stuff. Amazon.in where the traffic comes from Indians only, right? From Indian people only will be having the traffic. For example, say from Nigeria, you are getting more number of traffic. So in Nigeria, we can't expect even tens, right? Okay, but in thousands we are getting traffic from Nigeria. Definitely, we have to suspect. So different countries like that, we can always have a chance to easily monitor over there. You can always, as a Splunk analyst, what you can do, you can always create them as alerts from, especially from Nigeria. You are getting so many things. Okay, so please check that one. You can always send it to the particular team. Okay, and until that, what is the advantage over here? Until and unless the problem is solved, okay, you can repeatedly, okay, you can also schedule the alert, okay, for every 12 hours, for every day, like that. Okay, until and unless the problem is solved. So in that way, they will also be knowing very easily, and they can always solve the problem very quickly as well. That is what the advantage is. So it is a just kind of for the manual actions, whatever the SOC analyst will be doing. Here we'll be automating the particular stuff. Likewise, you can always the tool where you can always consider like that. Yeah. So that is the particular stuff, Balram.
okay, Kiran, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So thanks for joining again. So and again, Janardhan.
Yeah, hi Kiran. I'm
Hi,
Janardhan.
Janardhan.
Actually, previously I referred my brother Session to you.
Yes, Janardhan. I do remember. Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
Actually, I
Yeah.
have overall 2.4 years of experience in IT and expertise with CyberArk, PAM implementation,
Great.
administration, and providing operational support as well. So it's a kind of privilege access management solution in cyber security as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and also integrated with
Yes.
this Splunk also, like where we are
Mm.
integrating with the different tools. Like
Right.
I'm also integrated with this Splunk, where it's only the monitoring tool we have used, monitoring dashboard to check the CPU utilization and all the things.
Correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
metrics basically. Yeah. All the metrics.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Janardhan. Okay. Great. Okay, thanks for listening. Okay, so you do have, so you
Yeah.
are in the same career path. Okay, so it will be the most relevant for you as well. Okay, so you can always, if you can master, okay, this particular course.
Yeah.
Okay, so along with Splunk Enterprise Security, see, and most people will be asking me, so are you teaching IBM Curator? Are you teaching HP ArcSight? Okay, so even Sentinel.
Okay.
See, all these are the various other tools, SIM tools only. But apart from all the tools, okay,
Yeah.
Splunk is the most demanded tool. Okay, it is not that I'm saying because I can always say that because I'm working into Splunk, okay, and I'm teaching that one, I can always say that one. But check in ChatGPT, check in Google, okay, so you can always find the particular stuff. So if at all, so all the combined all the other tools, okay, if their market share is around 5%, Splunk share will be around 95%. And slowly now Sentinel is growing actually, so that too where Microsoft ecosystem is there. Okay, if your organization is continuously engaged with Microsoft products and all, then they are looking for Sentinel. Okay, so otherwise, even Splunk is the for big environments, especially whenever there is large data ingestion and all. So definitely Splunk is the solution. Okay, that's I can always say. Okay, out of my experience. So and again, whenever you do have banking projects, insurance, okay, insurance domains, finance domains. For all these particular domains, Splunk is a must. Without having Splunk, okay, you can always you cannot survive with your particular servers and all. Okay, so that is the particular stuff. Even though you do have other SIM tools as well, Splunk as an optional tool, definitely you should be having in the particular organization. That's why if you see in any of the projects, just like Citibank, okay, or this Bank of America and all these particular projects, right, especially banking projects. So they will be having, definitely Splunk will be there, even though they do have, just like our friend has specified. Okay, so Science Logic is their organization in TCS, they are implementing Science Logic, but still they will be having Splunk as well. So that is that has become a mandatory kind of stuff because its market share itself is 95%. Okay, so
Yeah.
definitely
Once
will
we
be
are
having a
good
good scope.
like once we
Yes.
are good in this particular Splunk, we'll be it's same related to all the SIM tools, I think.
Yeah, it is also related to SIM tools. Okay, you can always correlate along with other things as well. What I'm saying is that you will be having great opportunities as well. When compared to other tools, you will be having good opportunities. Okay, so that is the particular
Okay.
stuff. Okay.
Understood.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Thanks for joining. And Kaustubh. Kaustubh.
Hello. Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, Kaustubh, you are audible.
Yeah. Myself, Kostub. I have 5 years of experience in IT asset management domain, and now looking
Great.
for the opportunity in SOC.
SOC analyst. Yes, yes, correct. Yes, yes, Kaustubh. Yeah. So as you are already having 5 years of experience into infrastructure, right? So yeah. So definitely it will be a boost for you as well. So whenever you consider this particular course, okay. So SOC analyst. That's why I'm including not only the SOC analyst along with the Splunk Enterprise Security also I'm adding in this particular course, where definitely it will be bringing value. Okay, for your resume as well as for your job opportunities. Okay, so yeah. And also for your career growth in terms of salary and all. Okay, so because Splunk Enterprise Security is the most demanded course. Okay, so if you know enterprise security, definitely you will be having job nowadays. Okay, there is no second doubt about it. Okay, that's what I can always say. So definitely you can always master. So under my guidance. So as I've told you, as I'm having a vast experience of already more than 16 years of experience. By February, I'll be having 17 years of, I'll be entering into 17 years of experience. So definitely I can always help you with the particular knowledge, whatever that is required to shift for the particular domain or or shift for the particular job. Okay, so that is the particular stuff. Thanks, Kaustubh. And Lokesh.
Hi sir, good morning.
Yes, Lokesh, good morning.
Yeah, I'm Lokesh and I am a fresher,
Yeah.
2024 passed out batch, and
Yeah,
I have a 1 year of career gaps.
great. So it's good. Okay, so it's good to see freshers as well. In my course, most of the people will be experienced. Okay, so see, if at all you are a fresher, right? You are a fresher, and if at all, if you can put these kind of tools, whether it may be Splunk Enterprise Security or Splunk Administration, Development, all this particular stuff, if you can put in your resume itself shows a lot of stuff. Okay, so definitely you will be having advantage. Okay, so where experienced people will be having this kind of knowledge and all, especially into Splunk and all. So if you can, as a fresher, if you can put in your resume this kind of expertise and all, definitely it will be an advantage, and there are high chances that you can always hide by the particular employers and all, right? That is the particular stuff. And you are saying that today have 1 year of gap, right? So I can always help you with that as well. Okay, don't worry about that. And especially for SOC analysts, right? Even SOC analysts, even for freshers also, you can always have jobs. Again, you need not rely on my words. You can always check in Naukri, okay? Or you can always check in LinkedIn or Indeed in any of these sites. So type just 0 to 1 year experience or 0 to 2 years of experience. Definitely you'll be having jobs for SOC analysts. So SOC analysts, so even for experienced people also, I'm telling this. So SOC analyst means don't think that it is only the L1 level jobs like that. In SOC analysts, we'll be having jobs up to L3 level as well. Okay. So even SOC analyst managers also can always grow. Okay, and especially with the Splunk, if you have the particular thing, right? So your graph will be grown somewhere else. Okay, so you can always grow as a Splunk analyst or Splunk architect as well. Okay, and if you can expertise Splunk administration as well, that's what I'll be specifying for people as well. This is the basic course that you can always do first of all, and then you can shift to Splunk administration, where advanced concepts I will be showcasing over there with more configurations. Okay, with more number of advanced components, Okay, so clustered concepts, okay, all those things. Okay, so we'll be seeing over there. So that is the particular thing. If you can master completely Splunk, even grow, you can always grow up to architect level as well. Okay, so that is the particular stuff. And even in Splunk enterprise architect level as well, okay, sky is the limit only, I can always say. And even after 10 years also, there will be no look back. From 2019 onwards till now, Splunk is the monopoly in the market. Okay, that's why. So I have mentioned the licensing part as well, right, earlier. That's why if you see the licensing part as well, so earlier there was perpetual license for Splunk. That means you can always buy the license and you can always use it. Okay, just like use and throw. Okay, you can always use the license, and again, whenever the license is completed, again you can always buy. But now it is not the case. You have to make it as a term license. That means what? You have to specify the term for 1 year. Okay, so maximum license you have to specify per day. It operates per day anyhow. That means whatever the maximum license that you are going to ingest per day, you have to take, and you have to specify that is valid till 1 year only. Okay, likewise. So that is the monopoly. That's what I want to specify. That is the monopoly for the Splunk that is existing. So and definitely we'll be having the particular advantage and all, Lokesh. So whatever the 1 year gap, you can always fill that one by other means. Okay, I will explaining once if you contact me once the class is completed. Okay, so likewise, so you should be having good knowledge. That is the only stuff. Okay, so even 1 year experience also you can always have in SOC analyst jobs. You can always have. Okay, there is no doubt about it. Okay, thanks for joining, Manohar. Manohar, can you introduce yourself? Manohar, are you there?
Yes, Kiran. I have around 3+ years of experience in IT in mainframe Canada. So
Uh-huh.
I worked in STLC part in
Uh-huh.
field. So now I'm learning new skill set in my career. I switched to move the new technology. So
Right, right,
currently
right.
I'm in
Okay,
cyber security. So
right.
that's why I choose cyber security. One of my friend suggestion with for your guidelines for the trainer.
Right, right, right. Yes, Manohar. Yeah. So, okay. So you can also, yeah, you do have expertise, but into different domain. Okay, no worries. Okay, so you can always shift into cybersecurity as well, and you can always have a sustaining career as well over here with the high growth as well. Okay, so you can easily master because there are no prerequisites as well as specified. So definitely you can switch. Okay, and you can master it. Okay. So thanks for joining. Okay, so that is the better stuff, and let us conclude quickly. Nagaraju. So again, I have to discuss about the course contents, whatever I'll be specifying. And anyhow, this is the first demo class, right? So next demo class will be on Monday at 9 p.m. So from Monday onwards, our class timings will be at 9 p.m. And again, on Monday and Tuesday also, we'll be having the same class link. Okay, you can always join, you can using the same class link. Yes, Nagaraju, please specify.
Yeah. Hi, Kiran. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah. I'm Nagraju from Hyderabad. I'm working in uh, medical coding domain since last 6 years,
Okay,
which is completely non-IT.
correct,
So
correct,
I'm looking for transition my career into completely IT
correct.
as
Yes, Nagaraju.
career growth aspect and salary aspect. Also.
Right. Right. Yes. Yes, Nagaraj. Absolutely, you are absolutely correct. Okay, so we can even from a different non-IT domain as well. Okay, completely different domain. Okay, so you can always shift into cybersecurity. Okay, so and you can always master it, as I have quoted earlier as well. So many of my students who are completely from just like similar domains. Okay, so non in medical coding or even other domains as well, non-IT domains, they are doing a good job. Okay, so and the important thing is that not getting job, but they're even sustaining in the particular organization as well. Okay, that's what you can always consider. So many of my students, so getting job is one thing, and sustaining in the particular organization, surviving in the organization is the particular other thing as well. You have to consider. So most of my particular students, they will be easily surviving the organizations because I will also be providing my inputs whenever you find any difficulty. I can always provide you job support as well. Okay, so if you are struggling somewhere else, for suppose, okay, I can always help you with that as well. Okay, so that kind of assurance I can always give whenever you join in the particular organization. So it's not just like a training, Nagaraju. So I will providing training. Okay, so once after the training is completed, right, you can always, if you can try on yourself 100%. Okay, so that's why I'll be emphasizing on providing recordings, daily recordings I'll be providing. That is another fact that I have to forget to mention. So daily recordings I'll be providing. So not just like I'll be providing only the initial part, the technical stuff. Whenever I start a Splunk Enterprise Security, I won't be providing like that. I won't be saying. So whatever the particular thing from day one to the day end. Okay, so all the particular things I'll be providing. Okay, all the recordings, and more importantly, whatever the real-time data sets they use. Okay, all those things I'll be providing as well. Okay, so you can always use forever. Okay, and don't share those particular things. That is only request for anybody, because you are also paying and learning. So that is the only thing. Okay, so you can all the things I'll be providing. Okay, so that is the particular stuff. Yeah, that is one thing, and I'll be helping you out with the particular mock interviews as well. Okay, I'll be helping out with you entry questions, mock interviews, your resume preparation, your Naukri preparation and all. Okay, and even then also, if you find any difficulty, okay, I can be at your back end in the interview. I'll be in the back end and I'll be supporting as well. Okay, even that thing also I can always do. So that is the last privilege we can always say, because see, always you can always try on yourself. That will be the best thing. So still, if you find difficulty, then I can help you out in the back end. Okay, I'll be in the back end in the interviews and all. That is a separate process altogether. Okay, so that is the thing. And again, after joining in any organization, if you find any difficulty at any particular point in time, you can always ask me, you can always ping me. Okay, so that I'll be helping you out. Okay, so that is the assurance that I always give. Yeah, so that is the thing. Okay, thanks for joining. Naveen, yes, yeah, thank you. Naveen.
Hi, Kiran. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Naveen.
Yeah. Like I'm having 3 years of experience into DevOps and returning after 2 years career break, Kiran. I think you have remember I'm from Disney.
Oh, okay, right. Yes,
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So yes, great, Naveen. So most of the people, okay, so DevOps, Power BI, okay, they are now switching because there are no calls that they are saying. Okay, so the job market is as such right now. So because a lot of restriction, as you already know, okay, TCS has laid off 18,000 employees, and even Accenture has laid off. So the layoff phase is going on because of this AI thing and all. So but still, okay, SOC Analyst, okay, still I do have calls. Okay, even yesterday I do have an interview for one candidate. Okay, even daily, so 4 to 5 calls in a week still I'm having. Okay, so that's what I can always specify. I do have 4 to 5 calls. Okay, apart from the interviews I take, whatever the interviews I am giving for people as well. So these are all the number of interviews I'm specifying. Okay, so that is the particular stuff. So no need to worry about that. Okay, you can always, even you are from DevOps, right? That's what I'm specifying. So you can always shift into SOC Analyst. You need not think that there won't be jobs like that. Forever there will be jobs in SOC Analyst. Okay, if the tool changes, you can always, if you master one tool, it is just like another tool. Okay, so that is the particular stuff. And again, Splunk has a lot of sustainability. Okay, so you need not consider that again next year itself. I'm saying right from 2000, I myself. Okay, so whenever I have shifted to Splunk, okay, so in 2019 I have shifted in a dramatic way, I can always say, because whenever I was doing the database kind of stuff, okay, so each and every time the server was getting crashed because of huge number of users. Okay, so online examination thing, I was working in that particular domain. So there what happened, everything is it is not on paper, everything is online only. So students will be having most of the practice and tests and all. So the database was growing very huge at the time. Even the application, there were no application errors and all. Okay, so each and every time we have to go to the log files, we have to refer to the log files, and we have to find the particular error. So in that way I have learned myself Splunk. Okay, so at that particular point in time, if I know something, okay, immediately I have got good opportunities into Splunk. So from that particular point in time, I'm sustaining. Okay, Splunk is a global leader from that particular point in time itself. See, till that means almost all we are coming to the end of 2025. 5 years, 6 years, 6 to 7 years. Splunk is the monopoly in the market. So it will be remaining as it is. Okay, there is no doubt about it. So and also, as long there is a big data like this, okay, there is no problem for Splunk or this kind of tools, at least. Okay, if not Splunk, at least this kind of tools, SIM tools. Okay, I can always specify. So no need to worry about your career or for your shifting of your career. Okay, and also you can always say good salary and all, good hike and all. So that is the particular stuff. Yeah. So next,
Sure,
Prem.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Next, Prem. Still a lot of people are there or what? Okay. Yeah, Prem is not available, I think. Ram. Okay. Sahil. Sahil, are you there? Or else you are talking mute.
Hi Kiran, this is Ram here. Am I
Yeah,
audible?
you are audible, Ram. Yeah, you are audible, Ram.
Hi Kiran, good morning. So
Good
I
morning.
have like 10 years of experience in multiple job roles like sales, digital marketing, and project management. So
Great.
now I would like to make a transition into cybersecurity.
Right.
So that's why
Right.
I'm here.
Right. Yeah. So you have 10 years of experience, right? So
Yes.
again, that's a good thing. And my sincere suggestion is that, as you have mentioned, project management, right? So don't go into project management, especially technical project manager is okay, but don't go into project manager as a ordinary project manager. Nowadays, right? I need not specify. The project manager is nothing but just like a HR only. Okay, so we need not even see his face as well. We don't know even who is the project manager. Okay, so only for attendance sake. Okay, so he will be used. Okay, so and again there will be no growth basically. That's what I'm not considering the role of a particular. I'm not degrading the role of a particular project manager, but there won't be much growth. Okay, so when you have to go see as myself as a senior professional. Okay, so I do have so many opportunities for project manager and all, but never I have gone in that particular way. So two ways will be there for us. Okay, once people in the mid-level career management. So one thing is that you can always go as a project manager kind of stuff, or else you can always grow as a consultant, architect kind of stuff. So here, if you go as a consultant or architect, right, the sky is the limit. Okay, there won't be any. The sky is the limit. I can always say. Okay, for salary and all, you can always just grow just like anything. You need not depend on the organization. Okay, any architects are of high, huge demand. Okay, so senior professionals into technical roles are of huge demand anytime. So you can simply switch your career just like anything. Okay, so that is the purpose stuff. Only whenever you consider that I cannot do technical jobs and all. Okay, so I can simply I can reach my retirement if you think. Okay, so I have to reach my retirement. I want to think about my retirement plans. Then you have to go in this particular way as a product manager or something else. Okay, so you have done a good job, I can always say. So your decision is good to learn this kind of technology, just like cybersecurity or SOC Analyst or Splunk. Okay, so definitely you will be having a good advantage, and you can always definitely grow. Okay, that's what I can always say. Thanks for joining. Okay, Ram. Yeah, thank you. And Sonal. Sonal is not there. And Sudhir. Sudhir, are you there? Sudhir, you are talking on mute. Okay. So Surya Trivedi. Surya Trivedi. Okay. And Vinayak, I know very well. Vinayak, you have joined now, Vinayak? Hi, Vinayak. Vinayak Sharma.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Good morning, sir.
great. Okay. Yes. Yes, Vinayak. Okay. I know very much about you. Okay. Thanks. Okay. Thanks for joining. So let me quickly showcase. Okay, because this is only for 1 hour course. I have only 1 hour class I have specified. Let me quickly walk through the particular course contents. Okay. So this is the particular course content we do have. Hope everyone are seeing the particular thing. Are you seeing the course contents? So we do have the particular course contents, starting with course introduction, networking concepts for SOC analysts, cybersecurity concepts. Each and everyone I have shared this one. If anybody have not received, once after the class is completed, please ping me. I'll be sharing that one. Okay, so Splunk SIM and SOC operations, okay, as the fourth chapter. Okay, Splunk security dashboards and alerts, SIM use cases and incident handling, threat hunting, real-time operations and discussions. Okay, these are all the things that we are going to see. Okay, so this is the course curriculum. Okay, and the course introduction, as I told you. So from Monday onwards, this is the first demo. As a second demo, I'll be providing you the course introduction with the course objectives. Okay, overview and objectives. What is SOC analyst role? Okay, what is cybersecurity? Okay, so all these things we'll be discussing, and a high level of understanding of the Splunk enterprise security as well. Okay, all these things we'll be discussing in Monday and Tuesday classes, and then we'll be slowly moving into the networking concepts, where I'll be starting with, as I've told you, with what is a switch, what is a firewall, each and everything, because novice people are also there, because people with non-IT background are also there. I'll be starting with that particular one, and I'll be starting with the network fundamentals basically, and network devices. Okay, so it's the importance of security monitoring. Okay, and again organization level security. Okay, what is organization level security and all we'll be discussing. So all those things we'll be discussing, and then we'll be moving into the ISO models. ISO models are very, very important. I will be discussing in detail, okay, about the ISO 7 layers. Okay, starting from the application layer until the particular physical layer. We do have 7 layers. Each and everything is important, and especially for SOC analysts. So many interview questions will be asked in this particular area. Okay, so almost all for a particular each and every layer in one day, I'll be taking so much detail. Okay, detailed explanation I'll be providing, detailed discussion we'll be having, so that we'll be having a clear-cut idea. So each and every concept, okay, so already who are my students or who are the references of other people, okay, they already know. So each and every concept I emphasize on the initial things, okay, where the fundamentals you should be perfect. Okay, so where you will, if you learn the fundamentals perfect, the other things you can always automatically learn. So I will be providing the clear concepts for each and everything, so that you can always expertise, okay, in that particular area. So that is the particular stuff. ISO models are very important, and especially the IP ranges, in depth of IP addresses. Okay, so what is meant by private IP address? What is a public IP address? What is class A, class B, class C? Okay, what is network address translation, port number address translation? Okay, all these particular things we'll be discussing, and then we'll be discussing various web technology topologies as well, just like what is meant by HTTP or HTTPS protocols. Okay, what are various status codes? Okay, what is response headers, request headers? In detail, each and everything we'll be discussing. Okay, and common web vulnerabilities. Okay, all those things will be, that's what we'll be discussing about the HTTP methods. Okay, analyzing the HTTP logs for anomalies, anything. Okay, so all these things we'll be discussing, and in depth of port numbers as well we'll be discussing, well-known versus empirical ports, different common ports and important port numbers as well. 21, 22 is for SSH. Okay, 443 is for HTTPS. These are all the important port numbers. All the port numbers we'll be discussing, because port numbers are very, very important as a network analyst, because you have to deal with the port numbers in terms of your production environment or in terms of your interviews. In both of the cases, the port numbers are very, very important. Okay, so at any particular point in time, if you ask any particular port number, you have to tell the particular protocol. Likewise, you have to prepare. Okay, so that is the particular stuff. And again, the protocols also, just like SMB, okay, where the protocols you have to block. Okay, so SMTP for email, Telnet, SSH, FTP, all these kinds of protocols and port numbers in depth will be covering. Okay, so, and again, Windows, okay, for SOC analysts. Okay, so what are the various kinds of client versus server editions, NTFS, shared permissions, security, event logs, what are the event logs? Okay, so all those things we'll be discussing. Okay, and again, in depth of port numbers as I specified. So we'll be using various techniques just like Nmap. Okay, and also for network analysis, right, I'll be showcasing you the Wireshark as well. Okay, so that we'll be having good knowledge on those particular tools as well. Okay, so that is the particular stuff. And when it comes to cybersecurity, so this is all related to the networking part. Okay, networking part. Okay, so once after networking part is completed, cybersecurity concepts, just like as a specified rate, CA traits is very, very important in interview. So this is the core for the security part: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Okay, so in interviews it will be asked very much. Okay, so you should be very much acquainted with this. Okay, and again, various kinds of encryption techniques. Whenever I say confidentiality, encryption is the most important thing, and we do have various kinds of encryption techniques, just like symmetric and asymmetric. Okay, we do have various kinds of techniques for that one, Caesar cipher and all. So we'll be seeing in depth about all this particular stuff. Okay, and also we'll be seeing about the hashing also. So hashing is different, encryption is different. Okay, so differences between, this is also a good interview question. Okay, for SOC analysts, what is the difference between the hashing and encryption? All those things they'll be asking. We'll be seeing various kinds of hashing algorithms. Okay, and especially defense in-depth approach we'll be seeing. Okay, so in order to secure our organization, what are the prominent rules you do have? That's what the defense in-depth approach will be specifying. All those things we'll be discussing in detail as a security concepts. And again, cyber kill chain, which are very, very important. Okay, seven phases of cyber kill chain attacks. So these are all the seven phases: reconnaissance, weaponization, delivery, exploitation, all these things. Each and everything we'll be discussing with various use cases as well, so that we'll be having complete knowledge. Okay, so and apart from these cyber kill chain attacks and all, we will be discussing about the particular meter attacks as well. So I have mentioned somewhere meter attacks, meter attack frameworks and all. We'll be discussing about that. So they are the extended cyber kill chain attacks, we can always say. So meter is an organization. It is providing a vast variety of techniques that the attackers will be using, so that if you know that one, you can always know how to mitigate or how to provide security for your organization at various levels. Okay, that is the particular stuff. So meter attack, ATT and CK will be calling adversarial techniques and tactics and common knowledge. It is called as. We'll be discussing in detail about all this particular stuff. Okay, and again, whenever it comes to attacks, so brute force attacks, we'll be discussing all kinds of attacks. Okay, brute force attacks, dictionary attacks, email spoofing, all kind of spoofing attacks, tunneling attacks, all those stuff we'll be discussing in detail. Okay, so and also we'll be discussing about OWASP. OWASP stands for Open Web Application Security Project. It is standard for web application things. Okay, so in order to maintain your web applications, so what is the standard? This particular organization has done some research. Okay, and it is providing top 10 rules. So if you can again, all those particular thing, okay, you can always safeguard your organization as a security analyst. So all those particular stuff we'll be clearly discussing in detail, and that's what I have told you, right? Various kinds of tunneling attacks, spoofing attacks, all those particular malwares. Okay, we'll be discussing in detail. Malwares, I'll be giving you a brief as well in the introduction part itself. In Monday's class, I'll be giving you introduction. I'll be starting introduction about malwares, various kinds of malwares in the first place, so that we'll be having a fair idea. Okay. So that is the particular stuff. Meter attacks I have specified, right? That is the particular stuff. And coming to Splunk SIEM. So as I've told you, so not only providing you the particular uses of the particular, not only analyzing the log files of the security devices and all. So I'll be specifying you the particular overview of the Splunk as well, because you should be knowing. Because without knowing what is Splunk and all, directly if I take you to the particular analysis part, okay, so it is not good. It is not fair enough. So what I can do is that I'll be explaining you about the basic components, about the forwarders, indexers, and search head. Okay, and I'll be clearly explaining the architecture of the Splunk. Okay, and what is the difference between universal forwarder, heavyweight forwarder. Okay, all those things also I'll be discussing, so that what are the buckets concepts in Splunk, the internal representation and the basic stuff. Okay, I won't be going for the advanced things, just like deployment server, clustered environment, all this particular stuff. But whatever the required things are there, basically, okay, so that thing I'll be teaching, and the administration part also. And then I'll be going with the particular, whatever the logs that we'll be seeing. Okay, so what are the firewall logs, as I told you, Palo Alto firewall logs, Fortinet firewall logs, okay, for IDS and IPS. So what we do have? We do have Suricata logs, okay, so WAF logs, okay, stream HTTP logs, so what not, brute force attack, okay, various use cases, each and everything by using various use cases and real-time data sets. As I told you, I'll be providing as well for you as well. You can always use that, and you can also practice whatever I say in the class. You can also practice all this particular stuff. Okay, so that is the particular thing that you can always do. Okay, so I'm concluding, don't worry. So, and that is the, so security log analysis. Okay, so as I have specified, okay, and I'll be specifying all those things. And apart from that, right, so dashboards, alerts. So alerts creation is the most important thing. As a security analyst, what you have to do, you have to create your you have to create an alert. Okay, you have to know how to create alerts, so that it will be useful for the particular team, so that they can immediately take an action based on the particular alerts. Okay, so likewise, various alerts for IDS, IPS, for all the kinds of stuff, brute force attacks, everything we'll be seeing. Okay, don't worry about that. And we'll be seeing various correlation rules, notable events, all this particular stuff. Okay, various dashboards we'll be preparing like this. Okay, and incident handling especially. Okay, sim use cases for incident handling, just like for Bruce protocol detection, investigation, all those stuff we'll be seeing. Incident handling stages we'll be seeing. Okay, each and everything. Okay, so whatever the initially we'll be discussing about the networking and the cybersecurity concepts. For all those things we'll be seeing in terms of Splunk Enterprise Security. Okay, that's what I mean. Okay, so and especially even threat hunting also we'll be seeing. Okay, so that is the particular stuff, and each and everything is a real-time operations. Okay, and as I've told you, I will be giving you the recordings as well, right from the day one till the end. Okay, I'll be giving recordings. It's not just like I'll be providing only something. Okay, only for the initial part I'll be providing. For the actual technical stuff, I won't be providing any recordings. It is not like that. For each and everything, I'll be providing you the recordings. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, so hope you have got an understanding. Okay, about the course. Okay, whatever we are going to discuss. Okay, so I have already pinged you this particular course content. Please check. Okay, and if you do not receive, again I'll be providing. Don't worry about that. Okay. So any questions over here for anybody?
Yes, Kiran.
Any questions? Yes, please.
Yeah, the overall present is very good, and the thing is, like whatever you are teaching about the networking and cybersecurity part, it's all related to the Splunk only, right? Sorry,
Exactly,
it's
it's
not.
related to
Yeah.
no. Whatever the things that we'll be discussing, I will be implementing that one by using Splunk. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be implementing that by using Splunk tool. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Correct. Yeah. See, because Splunk, if you know Splunk, okay, that is quite sufficient. Okay, so as I'm dealing with and as I'm seeing for as I'm dealing with other people as well, right? Yeah, that is the particular stuff. Yeah. You need not go for other tools. Okay, so that is the thing that I can always specify. And also, yeah, that is a good question actually, Janardhan. So most of the institutes and all, okay, they'll be specifying that. Okay, I have also seen that actually. So we will be specifying IBM Curator, will be specifying SP Arcsite, will be specifying Splunk and all. See, they won't be taking even this much of time as well. So you can guess yourself. Okay, so you can understand yourself. So without all this particular stuff, see, I myself am taking 3 months of time to explain all this particular stuff, how they can specify all these particular things. Okay, and within some 2 months or 1.5 months, the course duration, if you see these courses, it will be 1.5 months like that, and they will be completing all these things. Okay, so how can they do that? I don't know. So they will be simply giving you the particular, just like this course contents, they'll be showcasing that particular stuff. Okay, and they'll be completing in my guess. Okay, so I don't comment on anybody. Okay, but so that is the particular thing. Likewise, if they do, then only they can always complete within 1.5 month with all the particular tools. How they can complete? See, being a master of all trades, okay, jack of all trades. Okay, so sorry, jack of all trades, having a master, okay, in any of the particular stuff is not useful at all. Okay, that's what I can always specify. Okay, and Splunk being a more market valued thing, okay, tool. Okay, so you will be definitely have, if you master in that one, definitely will be having the particular advantage I'm dealing with, right? So become a person who is dealing can always say, can always speak about that. I'm not speaking vaguely, right? So with proofs I can always specify. Okay, and also you yourself ask ChatGPT or ask Google. Okay, they will be specifying. Okay, so that is the particular stuff.
Yeah, even ChatGPT also nowadays it's not giving proper exact. Yeah.
But those are the things that we do have nowadays, right? We have to depend on them only. Okay.
By experience only we need to know that.
Yeah. I am dealing with. Yeah, you can come to me and you can spend time with me. And also, right, this particular course. Okay, so again, I forgot to specify. Both offline and online, I'm specifying. Okay, so you can always take offline course as well if you are interested for offline course, just like other people are doing, just like Vinayak. Okay, so he's taking already Splunk administration course. Okay, so you can also come offline and you can also have the particular stuff. So simultaneously, I can always take online and offline. So it will be better always. Okay, offline course directly you can always see me if you want to ask any question. It will be just like a face-to-face interaction we'll be having. Okay. So yeah, that is the particular stuff. So, but of course, your location and my location matters here. Okay, so you have to travel. Okay, so that is the particular stuff.
Yes. Thanks, Kiran. Thanks for briefing me on these things. Yeah.
Any more questions for anybody?
Hi Kiran, Ram here. So will we be having access to Splunk Enterprises in this training, like to play around?
And that's what I'm saying, Ram. So Splunk Enterprise, see, Splunk Enterprise as a separate course I'm taking as of now. Okay, so because even if include in this course also, it becomes that course is also for 3 months. Okay, see, that's whatever I specify in detail. Okay, that is for sure. Okay, you can always take it for granted. Okay, so if I combine this one, it becomes a 6 months course. Okay, and naturally the costs also have to increase. Okay, keep the cost part aside, but it becomes a 6 months course basically. Okay, so that's why and this is the fundamental course, Ram. Okay, so first of all, because right from networking I'm teaching over here. Okay, you can always have all the particular basic stuff. Okay, and then we can go into the Splunk Enterprise security and all, which is relevant to this one because that is the implementation part, as I have specified for Janardhan as well. Okay, so once if this course is completed, then what you can do, you can always go for Splunk Enterprise Administration. Okay, administration, advanced clustering, and development. Development here also will be seeing, but whatever it is required for our particular log analysis part. That means whatever the alerts, dashboard, all these things will be seeing over here. But in depth in that particular course, I'll be teaching what are the field extractions, especially by using regular expressions. Okay, so some advanced kind of stuff. Okay, so all those things I'll be teaching in that particular course. So for your question to answer, as a separate course I'll be taking. Okay, so not Splunk Enterprise things I'll be taking, administration and advanced clustering things as a separate course. It is not included in this one.
Okay, Kiran, understood. Thank you.
Yeah. Any more questions? So Gayatri is also there. Okay, but okay, Gayatri,
Yes,
yesterday
sir.
she has spoken with me. Yeah. Okay, Gayatri, no issues.
Yeah.
Kiran, sorry for interruption. I'm just have some work. I'm
Yes,
just
please.
exiting. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also If you do not have any questions, we can always leave.
I'm clear.
Okay. And also, okay, as I have specified, you can always join with the same link in Monday's class and Tuesday's class. In Monday's class, you can always join with the same link. The class timing will be at 9 p.m. Okay. Any more doubts for anybody? Okay. So if you do not have any doubts, okay, let us end the session. And if you still have any doubts also, you can always ask me on Monday, or else you can always call me. Okay. So in any manner, okay, you can always, please don't hesitate for any kind of doubts. Okay. Even in class, after the class. Okay. So if I'm not busy, I'll be answering immediately. Otherwise, I'll be calling you as well. Okay. So that is the particular stuff. Okay. That is the thing. So let us wind up the class over here for today. And again, we'll be meeting when? Monday at 9 p.m. Okay. Our regular time will be from 9 to 10 p.m. Okay. So thanks for joining all. Thank you. Bye. Have a great weekend.